What habits do you have right now that are keeping you from building wealth? See, a lot of living a rich life, and I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about a life that feels right, a life that has direction, clarity, purpose. A lot of that boils down to your money psychology. What you believe about money, what you feel about success, what you tell yourself every single morning before your feet even hit the floor, and you're going to be amazed, genuinely amazed, at how fast your financial life, your emotional life, your whole situation can change once you change your mindsets and your behavior. I'm going to say that again because I need it to land. Once you change your behavior, not your income, not your zip code, not who your parents were, your behavior. Today we're talking about 5 habits that are keeping you stuck, habits that feel normal, habits that feel comfortable, and that's exactly why they're dangerous. Because you don't even know they're stealing from you. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are walking away with a plan. Truth and triumph. Let's get into it. Let me tell you about a version of myself, or maybe a version of someone you know. 22 years old, working a job that paid just enough to survive, had a phone, had Netflix, had DoorDash 3 times a week, and had exactly $47 in savings. And the wild part? I thought I was doing okay, because everyone around me was doing the same thing. We've built this whole culture around looking fine while slowly drowning. And nobody talks about it. Nobody says out loud, "Hey, I'm 27 years old and I have no idea where my money goes." But I'm saying it for you today because I've been there and I've watched people I love stay stuck in that place for years, not because they weren't smart, not because they weren't working hard, but because of habits. 5 specific habits. Habits so common they feel like just life. But they're not just life, they're choices. And the beautiful thing about choices, you can change them. Habit number 1, you are living in reaction mode. Here's what that looks like. You wake up and before you even get out of bed, you grab your phone, you check notifications, you check social media, you check what's going on in everyone else's world. And within the first 10 minutes of your day, someone else is already setting your emotional agenda. You're reacting to a text that stressed you out. You're comparing yourself to someone's highlight reel. You're already behind, mentally, before you've even stood up. People who build wealth, real clarity, they don't start reactive, they start intentional. I want you to think about the most successful person you personally know. Not on Instagram. Personally, no. Bet you anything. Their mornings look different from yours. Here's what the science actually backs up. And this isn't motivational fluff. The first 30 minutes of your day set the neurological tone for your decision making for hours afterward. You start scattered, you stay scattered. The fix: before you touch your phone tomorrow morning, before you open one single app, pen faith is DB Satan and done spend 5 minutes. Just 5. Either writing down one goal for the day, or sitting in silence, or reading something that builds you up. 5 minutes of intention before 5 hours of reaction. That's habit 1. Fix it first. Everything else gets easier. Habit number 2, and this one hits different. Spending to feel, not to build. Let me be honest with you the way an older brother would be honest with you. A lot of us, and I mean a lot, use spending as emotional medication. Bad day at work, online cart, feeling lonely on a Friday night, new outfit, feeling behind in life, new sneakers that make you feel like you're ahead, and it works for about 20 minutes. Then the package arrives and you feel nothing. Or worse, you feel guilty. This is called emotional spending, and it is one of the single most destructive financial habits in America right now, especially for people between 18 and 35. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The feeling you're chasing when you buy something, that feeling is not about the thing. It's about what you believe the thing will give you. Confidence, status, relief, belonging, and those things, you can't buy them, you build them. The fix? Next time you feel that urge to spend, that emotional itch, pause for 24 hours. Write down what you're feeling before you buy. Not what you want to buy, what you're feeling. 9 times out of 10, you won't buy it. And the one time you do, it'll be a conscious choice, not a reaction. That is the difference between consumers and builders. Which one are you choosing to be? Habit 3, and this might be the most practical one we talk about today. You have no financial system. I don't mean you're bad with money. I mean you have no system, no structure, no intentional flow for where your money goes when it hits your account. And without a system, money just disappears. You get paid Friday, by Tuesday you're wondering where it went, by Thursday you're doing the math on your bank app with one eye closed. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Rich people are not smarter than you. They are not more talented. They are not working harder in most cases. They have systems. Their money has a job the moment it lands in their account. Here's a basic system, and I mean basic, something you can start this week. The 50/30/20 rule. 50% of your take home goes to needs: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation. 30% goes to wants: eating out, entertainment, subscriptions. But this is your ceiling, not your floor. And 20% goes to your future: savings, emergency fund, investments, building. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I don't make enough to save 20%. And I hear you. I genuinely do. So start with 2%. Start with 5. The percentage matters less than the habit. Because here's what happens when you save consistently, even a small amount. You stop being a person who just survives their paycheck. You start being a person who makes decisions from a position of power. And that shift in identity changes everything. The system isn't just about money. The system tells your brain, I am someone who is building, I am someone who is in control, and your decisions, your confidence, your entire outlook starts to reflect that. This is not theory, this is psychology, this is neuroscience, this is the lived experience of every person who ever pulled themselves from nothing to something. Habit 4. You are confusing being busy with being productive. This one is cultural, this one is deep. In America, we have made busyness a status symbol. How are you? Oh man, I've been so busy. And we say it like a badge of honor. But busy and productive are not the same thing. I've known people, brilliant people, who worked 60 hours a week and had nothing to show for it financially, emotionally, relationally, nothing, because they were busy on the wrong things. Here's a question I want you to sit with. What are the 3 things, just 3, that if you did them consistently would genuinely move your life forward this year? Not the emails, not the scrolling, not the side conversations, the 3 things. Do you know them right now, off the top of your head? If you hesitated, that's information. Clarity of purpose is not a luxury for successful people. It is the reason some people succeed while others stay in the same place year after year. The fix: every Sunday evening, takes 10 minutes. Write down your top 3 priorities for the week, not 20 tasks. 3 priorities. And every day, before you do anything else, ask yourself, does what I'm about to do right now move me toward one of those 3 things? If not, it goes to the back of the line. That's it. That's the whole thing. Clarity over chaos. Every time. Habit 5. And I saved this one for last because it's personal. You are waiting for the right time. I'll start saving when I make more. I'll work on my health when things slow down. I'll start that thing, the business, the course, the investment account, when I'm more ready. I want to say something to you right now, and I need you to really hear it. The right time is not coming. It is not coming because the right time is not a moment in the future. It is a decision in the present. I have watched people wait their entire 20s for the right time, and then their 30s come and the excuses get more expensive. Kids, mortgage, career pressure, and the dream gets quieter and quieter until one day they stop talking about it, not because they gave up, but because they forgot. Life got loud and the dream got quiet. And here's the brutal irony. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Compound interest in money and in life works both ways. Start early and it builds on itself. Wait, and you're always playing catch up. A 22-year-old who invests $200 a month starting today will have more at retirement than a 35-year-old who invests $500 a month starting next year. Not because of the amount, because of the time. You cannot buy back time, you cannot negotiate with it, you cannot borrow it, but you can use it right now, today. Whatever it is you've been putting off, starting the budget, opening the investment account, cutting the subscription you don't use, having the conversation you've been avoiding. Do one thing today, not tomorrow, today. Because the version of you that starts today is miles ahead of the version of you that keeps waiting. Alright, let's land the plane. 5 habits that are keeping you stuck. Let's run them back. Fast, clean, clear. 1. Living in reaction mode. Fix your mornings. 5 minutes of intention before you touch your phone. 2. Spending to feel, not to build. Pause 24 hours before emotional purchases. Know what you're chasing. 3. No financial system. Start the 50-30-20. Give your money a job. Even 2% counts. 4. Confusing busy with productive. 3 priorities a week. Does this move the needle? If not, it waits. 5. Waiting for the right time. The right time is now. One thing today. Look, I know life is heavy sometimes. I know bills are real. I know some of you are watching this because something in you is tired. Tired of feeling behind, tired of feeling like everyone else has a blueprint that you weren't handed. And I want you to know that feeling is valid, but it's not permanent. You are not stuck because you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not lucky enough. You are stuck because of patterns. And patterns can be broken, not all at once. One decision at a time, one morning, one budget, one priority, one step. That's how every person who ever turned their life around did it. Not one giant leap, 1,000 small ones. You already took one today. You watched this video. Now go make the next move. Truth and triumph. I'll see you in the next one. If this hit different, drop a comment below. Tell me which of these 5 habits you're working on. I read everyone. If you know someone who needs to hear this today, share it with them. Sometimes the right video at the right time changes the trajectory. And if you're new here, welcome to Truth and Triumph. We talk real. We build real. Hit subscribe. Turn on notifications. Let's keep going.